You're listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays. You're listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Park, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
As we get ready to start a special night here, Freddie, it's Thursday night football here in Blackcat land. We're going to be over here in Malakoff playing the Malakoff Tigers. The JV is out with the captains on the field right now. Looks like Malakoff won the toss and has elected to receive. No, they deferred to the second half, and Mexia will be receiving. Freddie, this is our first time this year to bring Blackcat football to Mexia on Thursday night.
Yes, sir, it is. Who do we have tonight for our captain for the Blackcats?
We had number 6, Andrew Sunday, 17, Freddie. Greer, and I'm not for sure who 21 is. You at home, bear with us. We didn't know till about 3 hours ago we were going to be able to call this game in Malakoff, so we don't have a Mexia roster. Normally we'd have a JV roster, but the freshmen, Malakoff didn't have a freshman team, so we've moved our freshmen up on to the JV, so we'll have a mix of freshmen and JV players tonight. I do know that we have a few names with numbers. We have 9 done, is back receiving with number 17, Freddie Greer. As they get ready to take the ball, they will be receiving from right to left. As we start here with 10 minutes on the clock, and number 64, Diego Romero, is kicking for Malakoff as he lines up for the kick. The official blows his whistle, and we're off to start here in this first JV game we're calling. Number 7 takes it from Mexia, and he's running up the middle of the field. He's found an opening. He's breaking down the left sideline, and Freddie, I don't think nobody's going to catch him. As the opening kickoff for the JV Mexia Blackcats is run all the way back for a touchdown for the Blackcats. I don't see any yellow flags on the field. It looks like that one's going to stand, Freddie.
What number was that? Who was that? Number 7?
That was number 7.
Garcia.
So we have number 7, Garcia, who run that back for the Blackcats as we decided we're going to go for 1 or 2 here. We're calling the game here from up in the press box here in Malakoff. They've got a nice stadium here. The Tigers have really got them a nice complex here in Malakoff.
Look like they're going to go for the 2.
As our offense comes back out, we have number 6, Sunday, is the quarterback with 17 behind him. That's Greer. And down to the right is Dunn is a starting wide receiver. As Freddie takes to the right for Sunday. We got number 3 comes in motion. Hand off to number 3 coming around the right end. Let's see. And he is stacked up by a whole load of Tigers. So as that play ends, we're still going to have Mexia up 6-0 on Malakoff at the 9:45 mark. We will be going to break, and we'll be back with Blackcat JV football.
Listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
As we come back to Blackcat Field, I want to thank all you Blackcat fans that's out there listening to our call here. We have Mexia on the opening kickoff, took it back 70 yards for a touchdown. That was by ICI Garcia. Mexia will have Dawkins kicking off for them, going left to right. The Tigers have 3 back to receive. Looks like Trenton Stockman's going to be the return man as we have the kick, and it's kicked to the back. We pick it up at about the 21-yard line, and he's going to be running back here to his left with a whole host of Blackcats chasing him, and he's going to be tackled at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Tigers are going to take over on their first possession. That was really good coverage by the Blackcats, Freddie.
Very good, nice coverage.
The defense for the Blackcat varsity has swarmed in their first 2 games, and it looks like it's trickling down to our JV team.
Yes, sir, it is. I know last week they had a pretty good game.
Last week, I believe Mexia played TIG, and the JV did pull out that game 20-6.
20-6.
As Mexia comes out with their defense, we have trips down here to the left from Malakoff and a man in the backfield. Snap back to the Driscoll, the quarterback, and they're going to run up the middle for about a yard, it looks like, and there's a whole host of Blackcats gang tackling a Tiger.
Here we go. Was it 2nd and 10?
Looks like they might have, yes, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. As we have Driscoll is the starting quarterback for Malakoff. We have number 22, Pena, going in. Guess he's bringing the play into Driscoll.
So are the Blackcats, are they combining the freshman and JV together tonight?
Yes, they did combine a freshman and JV tonight. As the Tigers come to the line, they got twins to the right. Man in motion, one down low to the left, and it's going to be a handoff to the back and number 9, and he's run up the middle for about 5 yards, it looks like. And they're going to have a 3rd down and 6, maybe a long 7, as we'll see if the Blackcat defense can't get the offense back on the field, Freddie.
You're right. It was 3rd down and 7. 5-yard gain.
So we have the Blackcat JV here on Thursday night. Special night for us, Freddie. It's our first time to call the JV this year, and hopefully we'll be able to call them from here on out. Mejia's over here. The JV is over here in Malakoff, as Malakoff lines up with twins to the bottom and one to the top, with Driscoll in the backfield, having 5 in motion. As drops back, and he's going to throw the ball up the middle, wide open man, and he just overthrows him. As it will come to be 4th and 7 for the Malakoff Tigers. That's a good job by our JV Blackcat defense. They come out and went 3 and out on their first series of defense. As we have number 10 dropping back for the JV. I take that. They've moved him back up, and they're going to drop number 17 back. Greer's going to be back to receive the punt. If he gets a hold of this ball, that he didn't touch that. There was a wide kick there, and number 10 almost touched the ball, but the Blackcats will take over at the Malakoff 44-yard line, and we'll start in great field possession. We're going to go to a break, and we'll be back to bring you JV Blackcat football in Malakoff, Texas. Thank you, fans.
To Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media. Postly Napa Auto
as we
Parts.
come back to
Greer Mobile Detail.
the JV Blackcat offense takes the place. We have Sunday in the backfield, number 6, with number 17, Greer. So we have a handoff to Greer as he was moving out to the right, and he's tackled at the 50-yard line. We're going to have a loss of 6 for the Blackcats, and we're going to come up to 2nd and 5 now. That's a tough play right off the bat for the Blackcats to get behind the chains. Blackcats running a spread offense with Sunday at the helm and 17, Greer as his sidekick back there. Then we have Dunn down here on the bottom at number 9. We have 3 Matthews in the slot. And we're still getting some names here, fans, so just hang with us. Sundays drops back. He throws it out there, and that was an incomplete pass. That was 6 thrown to 13. That was a dangerous pass, Freddie.
Yeah, very dangerous pass.
We had 2 wide open going down the field. I wish we would have seen those break open there at the last minute, but now that's going to bring up a 3rd and 16 for the Blackcats as Sunday comes up in the shotgun with Greer beside him. Let's see what the Blackcat offense has here. Oh, we got one thrown up, and he's wide open. He drops the ball. That was a tough break by the Blackcats as there was a perfectly paced pass right there to Dunn. Defender right on his hip, and he wasn't able to bring it in as the Blackcats are going to have to be forced to punt on this drive. Man, that was tough, Freddie. That would have been enough for a first down.
All he had to do was just catch it.
As we have a little confusion for the Blackcats on who's supposed to be out here for punt. And Andrew Sunday's back, and he'll be punting from his own 38-yard line. Last week, I was told he had one of about 45 yards, Freddie.
45-yard point?
Yes, sir. Snap back to Sunday, and he reaches up and catches it. And that's going to be a punt to the left. the ball is going to be taken down at the 34-yard line for the Malakoff Tigers to start their second series of the game. While we have a break, let's get some sponsors in here to let you know who sponsors this time that we have on the air.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
As we come back to the field here, the Tigers are taking the field. It's 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, running here to right. We have a missed tackle, and we have a whole host of tacklers right behind him, but it's going to look like it's going to be only a gain of about 2. He run a long ways for 2 yards, Freddie. Looks like he had a gain of 3 on that play.
That's 2nd and 7.
Yes, sir. The Tigers have the ball for the second time tonight. We have a 2nd and 7 as the Tigers come to the line. Driscoll in the backfield once again as the quarterback. Running a spread offense. Snap back to Driscoll. He hands off to number 42, and he runs right up the middle. It looks like he's going to have enough for a Tiger first down at the 45-yard line as they get their first down of the evening for the Malakoff Tigers. We have multiple substitutions for the Black Cat defense. As again, once tonight, we're playing here in Malakoff. It's our first JV game call this year. We had to combine the freshmen and the JV, so we got a heck of a squad over there on the Mexia sideline. So Tigers come back up to the line, snap back to Driscoll, hand off to number 8 up the middle, and the Black Cats are going to swarm him and gang tackle him at the 49-yard line, and that will bring up a 2nd and 11 for the Mexia Blackcats.
2nd and 11.
For all those out there that's listening to the first time, remember tomorrow night at 7:30 from Black Cat Field will be the Mexia Blackcats versus the Malakoff Tigers. It ought to be set up for a really good game, Freddie.
It's going to be a real good, nice game.
And snap back to Driscoll. He fakes it, and he throws it out here to the left to his wide receiver. Black Cats are swarming him and miss a bunch of tackles, and here we go down the left sideline. Number 10 for Mexia finally takes him out of bounds. He should have been tackled in the backfield, and Mexia had a bunch of missed tackles, and it's a nice gain of about 25 yards for the Malakoff Tigers.
The 1st and 10?
That'd be 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line of the Black Cats.
Who's it, number 32?
Yes. As the Malakoff Tigers come to the line, you got 2 backs in the back with Driscoll. Snap back to Driscoll. He's going to hand off up the middle, and they're going to stuff him. No, he breaks out to the left side and is right down his left sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. Once again, Freddie. Terrible tackling by our young JV team. They had him in the backfield once again, and he spun out of their arms, and he run all the way down to the 3-yard line where Malakoff has it in business to go into the end zone on 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Malakoff comes to the line. They're going to have 2 running backs in the backfield with Driscoll again. Going to have a snap back to Driscoll. He's going to hand it off, and number 9 runs all the way up to the 1-yard line.
Did he make it?
He was stopped by a host of Black Cat defenders at the 1-yard line, Freddie. It's going to bring down a 2nd and goal with 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first quarter.
2nd and goal.
Mexia leading 6-0. Tigers come back to the line. Got Driscoll in the backfield with lone running back Kevion Davis. Hand off to Davis, and he's going to slip through Black Cat defenders, and he's going to get into the end zone as the Tigers score to tie the game.
6-6.
That was a nice little march down the field for the Tigers to answer the Mexia Blackcats opening kickoff return for a touchdown, Freddie. Let's see if they got them a
Are they going to go for the
field goal kicker. They're throwing a – they are going to go for one. Malakoff's going to go for the lead with an extra point here. It's number 64. Diego Romero will be kicking for Malakoff. That's a big old boy, Freddie.
Yeah, very big old boy.
Oh, and it's a bad snap, and Mexia tackles Romero with the football, and that's going to keep the score knotted 6-6 with 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll go to break here, and we'll bring you back JV football from Malakoff Stadium in just a few minutes. All right, Freddie, as we come back to Malakoff Field, we have the Blackcats lining up to return the kick. The opening kickoff was a return for a 70-yard touchdown by Garcia. And we got the Tigers lining up to kick off from right to left. Mexia returning a kick with the score tied 6-6 here with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. From Mexia Blackcat JV football, it's Freddie Greer and Jeremy Sunday bringing you the play-by-play. As Romero lines up to kick the football away to Mexia, and the kick is kicked. And number 11 for Mexia has got the ball, returning up the middle, and we're going to have really good field position at the 49-yard line of the Tigers. Awesome starting field position once again for the Blackcats as their offense is coming out on the field.
For some reason tonight they're not kicking the ball deep tonight.
He miskicked that one. I think he didn't want to kick it back over to where Garcia could get it and run it back on him. So he was trying to situational kick it, and it went off the side of his foot. Because right there, the way they kicked that, they should have just did an onside kick.
Yeah, they should have.
But the Blackcat offense is coming back out with Sunday and Greer in the backfield to lead the charge. Got Dunn is down here to the right. Matthews is going to be beside him with twins to the bottom, and 13 is a receiver to the right, to the left up top. As Matthews takes the ball from Sunday as he's trying to run around the left end, we're going to lose 10 yards on the play.
Is that a fumble on the play?
They're saying he was down. Well, we had a 10-yard loss, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 20 for the Blackcats. Malakoff is very quick up front. Mejia's run the ball twice, and we've lost 16 yards in our last 2 running plays. As the offense looks over at the coach to get the play, we have Sunday and Greer in the backfield with Garcia up to the top, Dunn and Matthews down below, and we have a Blackcat timeout. We'll be right back from Malakoff Stadium to bring you Mexia Blackcat JV football. Thank you. as we come back to the field, the Blackcats are lining up with twins to the bottom, one to the top with Matthews in motion. Snap back to Sunday. He drops straight back. He throws it out here to Dunn, and he catches it, and he's breaking across the 50, and he's tackled at the original line of scrimmage. As we finally had our first completion of the evening, it was Sunday to Dunn for a 10-yard gain.
We go to 1st and 10?
No, it's going to be 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
As the Blackcats come back to the line of scrimmage, and everybody's looking over at the coaches to get the play. That was a nice pitch and catch from Sunday to Dunn. See if we can't come up with another pitch and catch here for a first down so we can get back to driving down the field for the Blackcats. As we come to the play, we have twins to the top. We have Sunday back to drop, and he's going to throw it up to Dunn, and it's tipped away at the last minute. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. It looks like Mejia's going to bring the punt team on. That was a really good play by the left cornerback down here, as it looked like Dunn had broke open and Sunday was going to connect with him. And at the last minute, it was tipped away, and Sunday's going to be back to punt. We're going to be punting from the 50-yard line. It's 4th down and 10. Mejia lines up for the punt. Snap's going to be back to Sunday as he catches it. And that ball is kicked off the side of his foot as there was a heavy rush. And Mejia's going to down it about the 42-yard line of the Tigers. As we go to break here, we'll come back to you from Malakoff Field, bring you some more Blackcat JV football. As we're back here at Malakoff Stadium, Freddie Greer and Jeremy Sunday bringing you play-by-play of the Malakoff JV against Mejia JV and Malakoff. We got a snap back to Driscoll, and he's going to hand it off to the running back straight up the middle. And it looks like they're going to gang tackle him right there at the line. Looks like Mejia got away with a face mask there, Freddie.
Yeah, that's.
So we're going to have 2nd and 10 for the Tigers on their own 43-yard line. Mejia gang tackled there, but like I said, we got a little lucky because it looked like we had a hand up around the face mask, and our staff didn't call it here, our officiating staff. But the Tigers, like we were talking about, drove straight down the field this last time with some tackling that was not so tough, and the Blackcats come out and change that on the first play of this 3rd drive. As the Tigers come up to the line, we got man in motion. It's going to be a snap back to Driscoll. And he's going to hand it. He's going to drop back, and he's going to launch down the left side. And we got a man, number 32, caught it. Was he out of bounds?
Looked like he was out of bounds. Like he caught that out of bounds.
They're going to call that in bounds, and that's going to be a catch at the 22-yard line. Well, Malakoff got away with that one because there was no doubt he was out of bounds.
He was out of bounds.
So Malakoff is going to have the ball now on the 1st and 23 after that 30-yard catch. As the Tigers come to the line, 1st and 10 on the Blackcat 23-yard line. You got Driscoll with one in the back, man out to each side, and got a wing. So he walks up and calls out the line plays. Puts a man in motion, snap back, hands to the man in motion, and he's going around the right side, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards, Freddie, on that play.
Yeah. Who's that on the tackle?
Looked like that might have been number 17. Who's that? Who's number 17 for the JV?
That looked like Freddie Greer there. That's Freddie Greer Jr.
Coming up to make that tackle. And it's going to be a pickup of 6, so we're going to have 2nd and 4 for the Tigers on the 16-yard line, 17-yard line of the Blackcats, looking to try to punch another one in. Malakoff lines up, snap back to Driscoll. He's going to hand it to the running back coming out the left side, and it's going to be a swarm of Blackcats take him down for about a yard gain.
He was stopped there.
It's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here. The Blackcats sure need to stop this here. We got 1:10 left in the first quarter, and we have 4th down and 5 is what they're calling here.
4th down and 5.
It should be 3rd down, though, I believe.
Yeah, I think
it
it's
should
third
be 3rd down. They've got 4th on the play stick, but it's actually 3rd. Snap back to Driscoll. He's going to run out to the left, and they're going to string him out. He's going to break through. It looks like he's going to have enough for a Tiger 1st down, as he's going to be on the Mexia 11-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down. And they'll be able to get another 1st down before they score here. Freddie?
43 seconds left.
See if the Tigers are going to try to get another play in here before the end of the first quarter. Does not look like they're in any hurry at all. We have a few Blackcat fans that made the trip from Malakoff. It was not a very long trip. I think we made it in about 50 minutes. It seems like when you hear Mexia to Malakoff, it's going to be about an hour and a half drive, but it wasn't too bad.
It sound long.
Well, we now have the Tigers coming to the line on 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line of the Blackcats. We have a man in motion, snap back to Driscoll, and he's going to hand off to the man in the backfield, and they're going to tackle him on the 11-yard line. Will be no gain for Malakoff on 1st down. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10 as the Mexia defense stands their ground here. And that will be the last play of the first quarter. We're going to take a break here for your Mexia Blackcat JV football, brought to you by Jeremy Sunday and Freddie Greer.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
As we come back to Malakoff football field, we have the Tigers moving now left to right. They're on the Mexia Blackcat 12-yard line, 2nd and 10. Driscoll comes to has got one man beside him and snaps back to Driscoll. He's going to hand off to the running back, and there's a little hole there. And once again, Mexia's tackling is killing them, Freddie.
Yeah, my
They
God.
had him a yard past the line of scrimmage and just let him go, and he runs in for a 12-yard touchdown. We have got to somehow grab a hold and hold on. Our defense is just not tackling well tonight. They're giving lots of effort, but they're not holding on.
Who do we have out there? The mixture of JV and freshman?
Yes, with them mixing and some of the numbers being changed, we don't really have names for all of them. As we have looks like the Tigers are going to go for 2 here and try to go up 14-6. The Tigers come out with twins to the top and one to the left and one in the backfield with Driscoll. A snap back to Driscoll as we got a man in motion, and he's going to hand off to the running back, and Mexia hits him, and once again he gets into the end zone. That's going to make it a 14-6 game as the Blackcats give up the 2-point conversion, and the Tigers walk down the field once again and score on the Blackcat defense as the Tigers will get ready to kickoff to the Blackcats. Somehow here, Freddie, the Mexia Blackcat JV team has got to bring back the momentum. They had the momentum to start the game. They got Malakoff to punt on the first series, and we've lost momentum since then.
It's time to regroup.
As we start the second quarter here, the Malakoff has taken a 14-6 lead on the Mexia Blackcat JV team. As the kickoff returns, getting ready to come out here on the field. Malakoff walked down the field. However, I do want to say there was a catch that kid was 2 yards out of bounds, and they 2 feet out of bounds and caught the ball, and they called it a 30-yard catch when he was clearly out of bounds in the white. I mean, it was not even close. He was, both feet were in the white and catches the ball, and they gave it to him.
I know you saw it, and I saw it clear as day.
In these JV games, they don't have as many officials, and as I can tell, it looks like we only have 3 officials tonight, so it's tough for them to be in position. But we have Malakoff coming up to kick off here, and it'll be the same kicker, Diego Romero, kicking off to the Blackcats. As he kicks off, it looks like Dunn's going to take it. At about the 30, he's going to try to find him a hole up the middle. He breaks out to the right, and he's going to be tackled on the Blackcat 40-yard line, as that's where the Blackcats offense is going to take over with 1st and 10 as their first drive here in the second quarter. While we're doing that, let's take a break and bring up who our sponsors are to make this Blackcat JV's football game possible.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
As we come back to Malakoff Tiger Stadium, we have the Mexia JV on the offensive side of the ball now. We have Sunday at the helm, and we have, it looks like Sandals at number 5 beside him, as we're going to hand off to number 5, and he's stacked in the backfield. Freddie, there just is no running room for it. It doesn't matter who the running back is right now. There's no running room for us for the Blackcats up front. Somehow we've got to start winning in the trenches to be able to move the ball. The Blackcats now are once again behind the chains. It's 2nd and 12 to go for a first down. We got Dunn up to the top, Matthews 13 down here to the bottom. We have 5 in the backfield with 6 and Sunday. As we come to the line, the Blackcats have got their play in. Sunday waiting on the snap. Takes a snap, and he drops back. He hits drop ball once again. No, looks like that's a pitch and catch to number 3. And
it's been a lot of drop balls tonight.
We're going to have to find some way to move the ball, Freddie, or it's going to be a long night for our Blackcat
very long
team.
Night. So 3rd and 12.
Yes, sir. So the Blackcats look over at the coaches to get their play. We've had the ball 4 times, and we have not yet on 2nd and 3rd down had a positive play, or had a positive play on 1st and 2nd to have a good 2nd and 3rd play. As once again we're 3rd and long. We got one in motion. Snap back to Sunday as he drops back, and he fumbles, and looks like the Tigers are going to pick it up. The pocket just collapsed on him. We're going to have to do something about blocking up front.
There's no blocking going on at all.
As we're going to go to a timeout, with the Tigers are going to come back with really good field position at their own 31-yard line. As we're going to have a quick turnover here. Freddie, I'm not for sure what's going on up top, but the first 2 games has been really good blocking, and tonight, I don't care if it's the running back, the wide receiver running the ball, or if it's the quarterback dropping back, there is no time to do anything.
No time at all.
As the Blackcat defense comes out here, let's hope they can stop.
We need to stop
the offense and turn this momentum going back to Blackcat way. As the Tigers of Malakoff, the JV team, has come out playing tough tonight.
We're in the second quarter with 8:45 left.
Tigers leading 14-6 over the Blackcats. Snap back to Driscoll. He's going to hand off to no, he's going to be a play fake. They're going to throw it down. No, they come in the backfield, and he's just going to throw that ball away as the pressure got to him. But he did have a man break open. He just didn't have time to get to him because the Blackcats brought pressure on that play.
Go 2nd and 10.
That's a good start for the Blackcat defense to keep positive yards from going. As the play comes in for the Tigers, they'll have the ball 2nd and 10 on the 31-yard line. Let's see what they got dialed up for the Mexia defense on 2nd and 10. Playing with all the momentum is the Tigers. We have the snap back to the quarterback, and that's just going to be a keeper up the middle. And the Blackcat defense swarms him, and looks like they're going to tackle him on about the 30-yard line, which will bring up 3rd and 9. This is what the defense needs right here. They need a big stop in this series to give some momentum back to the Blackcat JV football team.
What do we
have a couple of substitutions here.
What, 3rd down and 9?
3rd down and 9. Looks like Mexia makes 3 substitutions. They bring number 6 Sunday in as a safety. We got Greer up top as a cornerback, and we're going to have twins to the top and twins to the bottom. Surely this is a passing play. Ball's going to be snapped back to Driscoll, and he is going to drop back, and the Blackcat defense is right there on him as he throws the ball down the field. Sunday reaches down there and intercepts it in the end zone. What a play. We had Sunday coming all the way across the field and just high points it and takes it away from the Tigers as the Blackcats got the stop they needed. Sunday got to come up with a big turnover right there. Let's see if now our offense can get going. That's the play that can turn this game around, Freddie.
This is what they needed.
Let's see what happens here as the Blackcat offense comes back on. I think that was Sunday's first play on defense, and he comes up with a turnover to stop the momentum that the Tigers had going. As the offense comes back out, we come back out with the same starting lineup. It looks like Sandals is going to be in the backfield with Sunday. And see if we can't get a long drive here and get us back on the board, Freddie. Snap back to Sunday as he hands the Sandals, and he finds some running room up the middle. He breaks out to the right side. He's going up the middle. There's no one. One man catches him, and a whole gang of Tigers come from behind and tackle him on about the 47-yard line of Malakoff. That's what we've needed, Freddie.
You're right.
We had a little opening right there. And we're going to have to find out who 5 is. But the Blackcats are back up to the line looking at the coaches to get the play. As a good 33-yard run for the Blackcats. They needed that. As we finally got the ball and we're moving after a Tiger turnover to come back up to the line. It's going to be a motion. And snap back to Sunday, and he's going to hand off to 5, and he's going to be stuffed a yard or 2 behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they place the ball here. It should be around the 49-yard line, and that's where it's going to be on the Blackcat 49. So we had a loss of 3 as we're going to come up with 2nd and 13 for the Blackcats. As I can tell, it looks like Malakoff has switched some of their secondary around to make do with some of the height that Mexia has at wide receivers. We'll see what the Blackcats dial up on offense on this 2nd down and 13.
We have same people in the backfield.
Yes, that would be number 6 Sunday and 5 for the. He brings Matthews in motion as he bad snap. Sunday jumps up to get it, and by the time he comes back down, he's tackled, and that's going to bring up another loss of 6. Biggest problem with Mexia is they can't get out of their own way right now, Freddie. They have just not blocked up front. As Greer comes back on the field for the Blackcats, he'll be standing there beside Sunday, number 6. As we have once again, 3rd down and 20. Looks like the Blackcats have found themselves in this position way too many times tonight, Freddie. There's not very many 3rd and 20 plays out there.
How many first downs have we had?
I don't know that we've had any. We did score. We got a pass across the middle, and instead of running up the seams, he looked like he was running a post, and Sunday was running a seam, throwing a seam. Brings up another 4th and long for the Blackcat JV football team. We got the play we needed, and we started out really good, and started going backwards once again. As Mejia's down 14-6, they're lining up to punt, and it's going to be Sunday back to punt the ball. Let's see if he can't get a good one into this. The rush affected him on the last one. See if we can get a good snap and a good kick here from Bad snap again.
Bad snap again.
And he's kicked. He did get this one away. He's going to have a really good bounce here. And the ball is still rolling down inside the 20. Let's see if it's going to make it to the 15. Yes, sir, inside the 15. Looks like it's going to be about the Malakoff 13 or 14-yard line. Somehow Sunday got that away because they were all over him.
Nice kick.
So now we're going to have the Blackcats back on defense with 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first half. We need to stop. We need a turnover down here in their territory, Freddie.
Need one quick, fast.
The Blackcat defense is coming back out on the field. We got Malakoff coming out. Going to have the same lineup they've been having. Wing T with 1 man up top, 1 man low. Driscoll in the backfield. Snaps back and is going to hand off to his running back. And Mejia swarms him and hits him behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like he might have made it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a host of Blackcats.
We need about 2 more downs of that, Freddie Greer. Get the ball back one more time before the end of the half and see if we can't put something together and get in the end zone and tie this ball game.
So we'd have her 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. With the Tigers on their own 14-yard line. Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. Blackcats getting ready. Snap back to Driscoll. He's going to hand off to the running back up the middle, and he finds a hole down the left side, and a whole host of Blackcats get to him on about the 16-yard line, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6, maybe 5, and we'll see what the Tigers have here.
A 3rd down and 5. Malakoff haven't threw not too many passes.
No, they've thrown about 3. They've done most of their damage on the ground. Mejia's been in the backfield most of the night, but for some reason we just can't seem to hold on to the jersey to let everybody get there. And here we come and snap back to – we're going to take a step back and we're going to take a timeout, Tigers, as we're going to take a break here and bring you our sponsors for Mejia JV football.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays. You're listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media.
You're listening to Black Cat Football and Greer Time Media. Let's take it to the booth with your host, Freddie Greer Sr.
JV football being brought to you by Jeremy Sunday and Freddie Greer, as the Tigers are back out on 3rd and 6, and they're going to hand off to The run looks like he might be tackled. Oh,
Close one.
He's going to have enough for a Tiger first down, it looks like. So they're going to move the chains, and it'll be 1st down and 10. Once again, Freddie, they had him tackled on 2 yards into it, and he just bulldozed his way up there for the 1st down.
We need a stop.
As the Tigers will receive the second half kickoff. So they won the toss and deferred to the second. As the Tigers come up to the line, we got Mexia defense getting ready. Snap back to Driscoll, and he hands off to the running back, and he's hit, and he's still fighting for yards. It looks like it's going to be a gain of about 3 yards on 1st down for the Tigers, and it's bring up a 2nd down and 7. So we have some multiple position changes for the Blackcats. The Tigers coming to the line on 2nd down. They're in no hurry. As we got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half with the Tigers leading 14-6. Snap back to Driscoll, and he's going to hand straight off up the middle, and he's going to be hitting the hole, and he's going to lose a yard on that play. So that's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Tigers. Let's see what they have on this play. The last time it was 3rd and long, they dialed up a pass, and Mexia was able to intercept it.
3rd and 7.
As the Blackcats come to the line, we got trips down here to the left. Tight end up top. Man goes in motion down here to the bottom, so now we have 4 wide receivers out here to the right. It's going to be a bubble screen to number 8. It's going to be a whole swarm of Blackcats tackling, and they're going to bring him down right around the line of scrimmage. And let's see if Mexia call a timeout to try to save some time. And Mexia does call a timeout to save some time. We've got 1:43 left in the first half. Let's bring you our sponsors of this Mexia football, JV football game tonight. And they are the same sponsors we have for the varsity.
You're listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
As we come back to Malakoff Tiger Stadium for some JV football tonight between the Malakoff Tigers and the Mexia Blackcats. Mejia's getting ready to receive a punt. Looks like Garcia's back to receive this punt from Mexia. As the snap's going to be back to the Tigers. It's a bad snap, but he's able to corral it and kick it. Garcia's going to catch it, and he's going to miss one man. He's run across the field, and they're going to be a whole swarm of Tigers. Take him down about the Mexia 49, and we have a penalty here. That was out of nowhere, Freddie. I mean, there was nobody around him where he threw that penalty.
No one at all. I missed it myself.
And it's going to be a block in the back against Mexia. And that's the first penalty we've had tonight.
All night.
That's a lot different than we had last week. From what I understood, it was penalty after penalty after penalty last week.
What would they had? What was it? 2 or 3 touchdowns called back?
That's what they were telling me. My work that night, Woodman Live had a call night for 3 hours where we set up appointments for the next few weeks, and I wasn't able to be there, but hopefully that'll be the last game I miss. As we have the Blackcats getting ready to come out here on offense, they'll be on their own 37-yard line. Blackcats have 1:23 to go downfield here, as they're huddled over on their far hash mark, deciding on what they want to do. We have the officials huddled over the football talking about something. As
coming back out the same backfield.
Yes, that'll be Sunday as the quarterback and 5 as a running back. We have Garcia down here to the left, Matthews in the slot. And Dunn up top as they blow the whistle. Get ready to start play here. Snap back to Sunday. That's a bad pass.
Bad pass.
He got to get his feet set. He didn't set his feet, and that was just a really bad pass. I mean, it was 4 foot over his wide receiver's head. Just in a rush. They need to calm down and settle down and know, hey, we can go do this. As clock stops on the incomplete pass. We got 1:25 minutes left as the Blackcats come back up here.
2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. We got Garcia down here to the bottom. Matthews is in the slot and Dunn up to the top with Sunday. Ready for the snap. Call a timeout by the offense. Mexia just can't seem to get on the same page right now. Well, as we sit here and talk, Freddie, it's, other than the opening kickoff, the Blackcats haven't moved the ball much here in the first half. They've had a big play here and there.
So we can go in at halftime and just going to have to regroup.
That offensive line is big for a JV football team.
Yeah.
We've got to start getting some helmets on helmets.
You see the size of number 32?
Yes. As the Blackcats come back to the line, we have the same backfield and same wide receivers out. As Sunday's getting ready to take the snap. Snap back. He drops back. And a pass out to number 5 and another drop ball.
We bring that a 2nd and 10.
It'll be a 2nd and 10. We just can't get anything going, Freddie. If we run the ball, we're getting down. If we throw the ball, we're dropping. We'll see what we come up with on 3rd and 10.
We got 1:20 left. Third down, 10 to go. Malakoff 14, Mexia 6.
As once again, it's taking a long time to get the plays in. Looks like we might have to take another timeout if we don't watch out here. Got 3rd and 10 here. Let's see if the Blackcats can't get something going for a first down. Snap back to Sunday, and it's going to be a handoff to number 5, and it's going to be a gain of a loss of a yard, maybe.
Yeah.
Mexia just could not get anything going in this first half. I think they just wanted to keep the clock running right there, and hopefully we can get out of here with
The clock stopped on the play.
Malakoff. Malakoff has called a timeout to preserve some time. They want a chance at scoring one more time. I just want to shout out to our sponsors here. We have Napa Auto Parts, Joe Fridays, Greer Time Media, Greer Mobile Detailing, Mookie's Barbecue. I was at Mookie's today eating.
Yeah, I thought about going there for lunch today, but I end up going to, where did I go today? I end up going, I can't even remember what I had for lunch today.
Man, I had it was called a bear sandwich, and it was quarter pound of beef with pepper jack cheese, sauteed onions on Texas toast. And, man, Freddie, let me tell you, if you hadn't ate at Mookie's, you're missing out.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I ate at Charlie's Island today.
At Charlie Allen's. And Woodman Life is your last sponsor of the evening as the Blackcats are coming up to the line as they've got the punt team in. That'll be Sunday back to punt.
We get a good snap off.
Let's get a good snap, and we need a field change and kick here. It's a nice kick. It's rolling end over end, and it's going to be down around the 26-yard line. Pretty good kick there to change field position when they really needed it. Nice kick by Sunday, and he's going to pin them down back in their inside their 30-yard line. And we have 1 minute and 1 second left in the first half, and hopefully Mexia can have a strong stand here. maybe get a turnover and have some momentum going into the half. This is Blackcat defense is getting ready to come back out on the field. They had 2 bad series where we had some rough tackling, and other than that, the Blackcat defense has been pretty stout tonight, Freddie.
Yeah. Yeah, they have. Let's see if we can get a stop here.
A quick turnover would be nice in our own territory. As we come to the line of scrimmage, we got Driscoll in the backfield. He takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off to the running back, and he picks the hole, and Mejia's going to stop him as he gains about a yard or maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they
where that put us.
And it's going to be, he gets right back to the line of scrimmage as Malakoff goes into a no huddle here at the end of the second half. We got twins to the top and 1 to the bottom.
30 seconds left on the clock.
And it looks like maybe, nope, they're going to go ahead and try to run one more play.
Just a pass.
Driscoll is getting ready to take the snap. He takes the snap, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle. And he's going to break out to the left, but he's going to be tackled by a whole host of Blackcats with 20 seconds left. Let's see what they do here with 20 seconds left and a half, down to about 15. They have the ball on their own 41-yard line. As they come up to the line, got 19 seconds left. With the clock has started. Snap back to Driscoll, and he's going to drop back, and he's going to try to throw it up top. He just throws it away as he's hit in the backfield with 5 seconds left on the clock.
What was that, second and 10?
It'll be 2nd and 10 with 5 seconds left. Let's see what they do here. They just take a kneel, or are they going to try to go for a long touchdown pass here? It'd be a 60-yard touchdown pass or a 60-yard run, either way, for them to score going into half. As they line up the same way they've been all night. 2 wide receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom, and Driscoll in the backfield. And he's just going to hand off to his running back, and he's going to be hit in the hole. And that's going to be the end of the first half of Blackcat JV football, coming to you from Malakoff, brought to you by Freddie Greer and Greer Time and Jeremy Sunday and Woodman Life. Thank you, and enjoy your halftime music.
This game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
listening to Black Cat Football and Greer Time Media. Let's take it to the booth with your host, Freddie Greer Sr. You're listening to Black Cat Football and Greer Time Media. Let's take it to the booth with your host, Freddie Greer Sr.
As we come back to Black Cat Field, Mexia will be kicking off to the Malakoff Tigers. Malakoff leading 14-6, start of the third quarter. Let's see if we can't get some momentum going here in the third quarter. We kick off and catch it about their 30, and Malakoff's going to run it up to about their own 44-yard line. And that's where Malakoff's going to start with the ball, 1st and 10 to start the second half. Will be on their own 44-yard line. As we had the opening kickoff that half and run it back for a touchdown, and from that time on, Malakoff's pretty much dominated this game.
Hopefully we'd have made some adjustment here at halftime.
Boy, Freddie, we were talking about doing some podcasts and stuff after that Cowboy game this week. That'd been one heck of a podcast. Them Cowboys look good.
Yeah, look real good.
As we come out in the second half, we have some changes on defense. Let's see if we're going to have a good start here, as we're going to hand it off up the middle. And he's caught, and it's going to be about a 12-yard run for Malakoff to start out the third quarter. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the Black Cat 44-yard line. Malakoff come out with a good run to start the second half. As we come back to live play, Malakoff is coming up on the line. If they have a late entry into the offensive side of the ball, it's going to be a snapback handoff to the running back, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and looks like it's going to be gang tackled by a whole host of defensive linemen for the Black Cats. That was a gain of about a half yard.
We'll bring up second and 10.
It's going to be a 2nd down and long line. Let's call it 2nd down and 10 from Black Cat land. As we need a good stop right here. They're going to move the ball up and give him a 1-yard gain on that play now. As Malakoff comes back to line with 2nd and 9. Mexia lines up on defense. Driscoll takes the snap. It's a bad snap. He hands it off to running back around the left end, and we got a missed tackle. And he's another gain of about 13, which would be a 1st down and 10 for Malakoff.
Malakoff came out running the ball. I was hoping they was going to go to the air.
Man, they got a lead, Freddie. They're going to stay on the ground picking up chunks of yards like this. Mexia have 1 or 2 good series, and then we'll let a big one go. Let's see what they got here. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Snap back to Driscoll. Same handoff up the middle. Got another missed tackle and another big gain by the Tigers. Going to bring up another 1st and 10. Does that look like it was a gain of about 11? The Tigers are just, if they're running the same play over and over, just handing straight off to the running back, going straight up the middle.
We're going to continue to run until they stop it.
That is the way they did it in old school.
Yeah, run until you stop it.
As they're going to line up in the same formation with the same running back and Driscoll at the helm. It'll be snapped back to Driscoll. He's going to hand it off and same play, and they're going to gain about 3 yards on that play to bring up second and about 7. But they've run the same play 4 times in a row now, Freddie.
So we're going down with 2nd down and 8.
We here live from Malakoff. You're not hearing this wrong. It is JV football being called live by Freddie Greer and Jeremy Sunday in Malakoff. This is our first week to call these games. As we come back to the line of scrimmage, the 2nd and 8. Snap back. Driscoll's going to try to throw up top. He's got a man, and he hauls it in, and it's going to be a touchdown, Malakoff. As Malakoff has now went up 20-6. That wide receiver had beat everybody and was wide open. Nice catch by the number 85, it looked like.
We're going to have to regroup.
As Romero lines up for an extra point. Whistle's blown. Snaps back. And a kick is up, and it looks like it's good. And that's going to put it 21-6. Malakoff with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. We're going to go to break from Mexia Blackcat JV football from Malakoff, Texas.
Go.
As we're live for Blackcat JV football from Malakoff, the Blackcats are back to receive. Malakoff will be kicking right to left. We got Greer's in the back with Dunn in front. Garcia's up to the top to back to kick. Romero's kicking off once again for the Tigers, and the kick's deep. Looks like it's going to be up to Freddie Greer this time as he's going to come up the middle. A whole host of Tigers as he's moving out. He's returning field, and he's coming back up the middle, and he's going to be tackled about the 35-yard line as the Tigers were gang tackling, and that's going to bring the Blackcat offense back out on the field. Maybe if we can get a couple of good runs to loosen them up, a couple of passes, we'll be able to get downfield and get back within striking distance of these Tigers.
Yeah, the time is now.
See if we were able to make any changes at halftime. Got to start moving this ball. The Blackcats are huddled over on the numbers, figuring out how they're going to attack this Tigers defense here.
Are we going back with the same backfield?
We are coming out with – no, we have some changes here.
That look like Sanders.
Sandals is in right now with Sunday in the backfield. We got Matthews and Dunn down here to the right. We have a long pass up top. Intercepted. Down the sideline is an interception thrown as 13 was double covered. And on that turnover, we'll go to break, and we'll be right back with Mexia Blackcat JV football.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
as we come back to Malakoff JV football. Blackcats are on defense. It's going to be an end around on the motion, and they're going to tackle him with about a 4-yard gain, it looks like, as the whistle's blown. And where they going to mark him at, I'm not really for sure. We only have 3 refs here tonight, so they're going to mark him
second and
on about the 45-yard line, it looks like. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Looked like that play was going to go for a lot more, and
yeah,
we had a linebacker come out of nowhere and grab a hold and hold on till the rest of the team got there. Well, the Tigers come back to the line of scrimmage, and the Blackcats are on defense. We get ready here, and we have motion for the Tigers. Snap back and handoff up the middle. And we got a Blackcat there, and there's a whole host of them. It's going to be a gain of about 1 yard, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Blackcat defense. The Tigers need 5 for a first down. It's starting to cool off here. I know one thing, football usually means cooler weather coming around the corner, but this year somebody forgot to turn the air conditioner on outside, Freddie.
Yeah, because it is, man, it is hot. I'm looking here sitting in myself earlier when I got here. I'm sweating, and not an ounce of sweat was coming off your face.
Well, it's them good looks, Freddie.
I hear you.
Can't cover up them good looks with that sweat.
I got you.
As the Blackcats defense calls timeout, we'll have a stoppage in play at Malakoff Stadium. We'll be right back for some more Blackcat JV football. As we come back to Malakoff for Mexia Blackcat JV football, we have a 3rd and 5 for Malakoff. Got a man in motion. It's going to be a pass out here to the left, and they're going to tackle him for no gain, maybe even a yard loss.
It's going to bring up 4th.
It's going to bring up 4th down, and that was a big stand for the Blackcat JV football team.
4th and 5.
Let's see if Malakoff being in the lead won't just go for it here. Looks like they're going to bring the punt team on.
See what we got here.
See, we're going to have Garcia back to return. Mexia had a big stand off of that turnover. Had a turnover on. That's a nice snap. Good kick. Garcia's going to catch it. And he's going to come up the right sideline. He's going to make a cut, and he's going to make a spin and go out of bounds about the 38-yard line. And that's where the Blackcats will take over on their own 38, 1st and 10. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Mexia Blackcat JV football.
Huh?
As we're back at Malakoff Stadium for Blackcat JV football, Blackcats are back out on offense with Sunday at the helm. Snap back to Sunday. It's going to be a handoff to Sandals as they're going to hit him right when he gets the ball. He never had a chance, Freddie. As soon as it was snapped, he handed it off, and 3 defenders tackled him. So now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. I'm not for sure what the confusion is up front, but we got a lot of confused offensive linemen up front, Freddie.
What do we say here? 2nd and 6?
2nd and 16.
2nd and 16.
Here we go with Sunday at the helm still with Sandals beside him. Snap back to Sunday. He's going to hand it off to Sandals, and once again it's going to be another 6-yard loss. Mejia's going the wrong way right now.
Yeah, we are.
Not for sure what's really going to. Once again, there's no call for 3rd down and 22 in the playbook. I mean, we run the same play, different directions, and we lost 13 yards there, Freddie.
Oh, we need to. Maybe we need to go back to there.
We'll see what they come up with and dial up here on 3rd and 23. As we come up to the line of scrimmage, Sunday waiting on the snap. We got a man in motion here that's done. A bad snap. It's over Sunday's head. And he's going to be beat to the ball. The Tigers are going to pick it up and run it in for a touchdown. Mejia just completely continues to shoot themselves in the foot. The Tigers will line up for extra point here. Try to make it 28-6.
One bad snap.
Andrew's pretty tall, but Dirt Nowitzki couldn't have caught that one.
Yeah. That was a bad snap.
It looked like that ball might have had some helium in it.
That's pretty high.
As Romero lines up for the extra point to make it 28-6. Snap back. And it kicks up, and it looks like it's good. And that makes it 28-6 Tigers against the Mexia Blackcat JV football team. We'll be taking a break here and be back with JV football in a few minutes. As we're back at Malakoff Stadium for some Blackcat JV football, being brought to you by Greer Media, Woodman Life, Mookie's Barbecue, Napa Auto Parts, Joe Fridays, Greer Time Media, and Greer Time Detail, Greer Mobile Detail, I'm sorry. Romero's getting ready to kick off to the Blackcats, down 28-6. Kicks back over Greer's head. As he picks it up, he's going to turn around and take off, looking for a hole. He just lowers his head and runs right up the middle, and looks like he gets up to about the 16-yard line. As Mejia gets ready to bring their offense back on the field. Freddie, it doesn't matter if you're going to run the wing tee, you're going to run the wishbone, you're going to run spread, you're going to run pro style. If you don't get any blocking up front, it doesn't matter what offense you run.
That is true.
And tonight, for some reason, they've been solid all year long, but tonight they have not.
No blocking all night long.
Quarterback's getting killed when he drops back. Our running backs are getting hit as they get the ball. We're not getting any push up front.
So what did it bring us, 1st and 10?
Yes, sir. As we still got Sunday in the backfield with number 5. We have Dunn down here to the bottom. Garcia to the top. Matthews slot.
What, we get a flag on the play? We got holding against the Blackcats.
Well, I never seen that flag.
I didn't see that flag at all either.
and they waited until they pulled down to start the play to mark it off. So now the Blackcats are starting on their own 9-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 9.
And another bad snap. The 5 gets the ball, and he's going to try to run it out, and it looks like they're going to tackle him for a safety.
Safety in the zone.
As Malakoff gets a safety, that makes it 30-6. As we're going to take a timeout here at Malakoff Football Stadium, we'll be back with Mexia Blackcat JV football in a few minutes.
Here we go.
As we come back to Tiger Stadium, the Tigers just got a safety on a bad snap by the Blackcats. Number 44 for the Blackcats will be kicking off back to the Tigers.
.301 left in the 3rd quarter.
And we got the kick. And it looks like number 9 is going to take it, and he's going to run up the middle. And he's going to be tackled by a whole host of Blackcats on about the 45-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over the Mexia 45.
First down and 10 from the 45.
As the Blackcats will be on defense once again. Tigers have the ball on the Blackcat 45.
I think they're going to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, they have no reason really to be throwing it here, so we expect a heavy dose to the running back. He's going to, once again, he's going to hand it off. No, we're going to run a reverse. He's got everybody going one direction, and Driscoll takes out the defensive end, and number 2 is tackled out of bounds after about a 14-yard gain. The Tigers are just starting to pick up yards in chunks here now, Freddie.
Yeah, I didn't see that play coming.
Had everybody rolling one way, misdirection back to the other. That's some of that Boise State offense there, Freddie Greer.
It looked like Freddie Greer came from the other side of the field to make that tackle. So what would he have here? That's 1st and 10?
Yes, sir. 1st and 10 at the Mexia 32 with the Tigers driving once again. Driscoll's still the quarterback. Live here at Malakoff High School Stadium. Snap back to Driscoll, just a handoff to the running back up the middle. And it's a nice gain of about 5 for the Tigers as that clock continues to run. We're fixing to be under 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Mexia down 30-6. And we got a 2nd and 5 for the Tigers at the Mexia 28. The Tigers get ready to take the snap. Just Straight handoff to the running back. No, he pulls it and keeps it, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards is Driscoll. Bring up a third and about 4, maybe a long 5.
3rd down and 4, yeah.
We have a lot of substitutions on the Tiger side of the ball. Driscoll brings them to the line. He's got 2 running backs, 1 on each side. So he snaps back, hands to the running back on the right side. He round the left end. Looks like they might be a little bit short. They're going to give him enough for a first down, so that'll bring up another Tiger first down. A little sweep around the left side. Picks up a first down for the Tigers. Brings up 1st and 10 on the Mexia 23 with the Tigers driving. And the Tigers are slowing the pace down big time here now. The Tigers up to the line, 1st and 10. Driscoll with 1 man in the backfield with him, and he hands off to his running back up the middle, and he weaves his way in and out. And he's still fighting. It looks like he's going to end up with a gain of about 6 yards on the first down play, which will bring up 2nd and 4 for the Malakoff Tigers.
What do we got here? 2nd and 5?
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 4, maybe the long 5, and that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we're going to take a break here, and when we come back, it's going to be the start of the 4th quarter of the Mexia Blackcat JV football team game against Mount Malakoff JV. As we come back to Malakoff Tiger Stadium for Mexia Blackcat JV football against Malakoff JV, we have the Tigers on the Blackcats 22-yard line.
Is that 2nd and 5?
Should be 2nd and 5. Malakoff leading 30-6.
We have some problems over there trying to get the chain gang set up.
Yeah, when you have a short referee.
Should be 2nd and 5.
As we're confused here, we're trying to get lined up to start the 4th quarter. We should have a 2nd and 5, and our chain gang seems to be a little confused over there.
Hey, that would have worked in our favor.
Yeah, the Blackcats wouldn't have minded having 2nd and 5. Instead of moving the chains, they've moved the ball up and made it a shorter field for Malakoff. You got to love these Thursday night football games. Snap back, man in motion to Driscoll. He hands off to the man in motion, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield by Blackcat, number 21. So now it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7. Let's see what they'll do with the change this time, Freddie.
Let's see if we can get it right this time.
We'll move the football instead of moving the chains.
Yeah. So we have 3rd and 7.
Yep.
9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Malakoff Tigers 30. Mexia Blackcats 6. Like they pretty much gonna keep the ball on the ground.
Oh, man, the way they're picking up chunks of yardage most of the time, there's no sense in running. They're gonna have a man in motion, and they're gonna snap back to him. And it looked like Mexia had a man off sides. Did they throw a penalty?
I don't see no flag.
That's gonna be a loss of about 5 and bring up 4th and 11. Looked like Mexia did have a man off sides, but that's one of a few bright spots we didn't get called for tonight.
That's 2 tonight, ain't it?
Yes, because we had a clear face mask earlier that nobody called. As we continue here in the 4th quarter with the Malakoff JV on the drive on the Mexia 18-yard line, leading 30-6.
Well, they're going
Looks
to go
like
for
we've
it.
had a change of quarterback here. Cannon Poteet will now lead the Tiger charge. Snap back to him and hand off, and he steps up in the pocket and throws it. And an almost spectacular catch in the end zone for the wide receiver from
That turnover on 4th down.
But we do have a change of downs here as the Blackcats stiffened and held tight. We'll see if that Mexia JV offense can't get something going tonight. We're going to go for a break, and we'll be back. Freddie Greer time, Woodman Life, and Mookie's Barbecue.
You're listening to Black Cat Football and Greer Time Media. Let's take it to the booth with your host, Freddie Greer Sr.
As we're back to Malakoff, the JV offense back on the field for Mexia. Drop back pass. No, he's going to hand off to Sandals as he runs up the middle, and the ball comes out, and it looks like the Malakoff Tigers will take over on the Blackcat 28-yard line. Another shot in the foot by the Blackcats.
What is that, 2 or 3 fumbles we didn't have tonight?
3 fumbles and an interception. Well, once again, Mexia's going back on defense.
The score here is Malakoff 30, Mexia Blackcats 6. With 7:57 left in the 4th quarter. Malakoff have the ball, 1st and 10.
Well, Freddie, every time Mexia tries to get something going for itself, turns right around and shoots itself in the other side.
Yeah, that's.
As we're back on defense now, a little confusion on who should be out there. Mexia's going to have to call a timeout on the change of possession. They didn't have enough men on the field. They ended up with just 9 men on the field. For some reason, 2 ran off there at the end and left 9 out there. So as we gather what we got going on here, we have 7 minutes and 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Good. All right.
With the Blackcats down 30-6. As we have a pause and a break, we'll bring you a little bit of music and be right back. As we come back to Malakoff Field, the Tigers are starting this possession on the Mexia 28-yard line. And we have another quarterback change for the Tigers as they have Blake Miller in. He's going to hand off to the running back, and Mexia comes up and is going to hit the running back about 5 or 6 yards deep.
They lost some yards there.
Well, I can't say with this group there's no forward momentum
No.
because he just lost about 8 yards.
Bring back second and 17.
Yeah, he was actually hit on about the 33, but they drove him back and they marked it on the 35. So it's going to be a second and about 18 for the Tigers as they snap back again, and they're going to hand off. And as you can tell, on both sides of the ball now, there's lots of freshmen in.
Yeah, it's a lot, yeah.
It's going to bring up a third and about 16 for the Tigers.
Is that a 1 yard gain?
Yes. As a lot of freshmen are in now toward the end. We got a timeout as we have a Black Cat running off holding the shoulder, injured. There we go. As he goes off, we have another one running on. Black Cats wait for the Tigers to come to the line of scrimmage. It will be Austin Massengill is the quarterback now. I said Miller earlier. It's Massengill. Snap back to Massengill. It's a low snap. He's going to drop back. And he makes a bad pass out to the left, and that's going to bring up 4th down and stop the clock.
I almost thought it was an interception.
It looked like they were going to undercut it, but it was thrown wide enough of the wide receiver, and the cornerback wasn't able to quite get there. As it looks like maybe the Tigers are going to drop back and punt for the first time of the second half.
But we still have most of the freshmen in.
Looks like it's mostly freshmen out there on the field right now for the Black Cats. Nice snap. His kick, it's off the side of his foot. As a Black Cat runs in there and covers it for some reason. Surely they'll let him know, hey, from now on, guys, let's get away from the ball.
Get away from the ball. As
it looks like the JV offense is going to come back out for another series on the offensive side of the ball. Let's see if we can't get something going. If it wasn't drop passes, it was tackle for losses.
Yeah.
If it wasn't tackle for losses, we were turning the ball over so far tonight, Freddie. We just, on the offense side of the ball, Mexia has had a rough night. Mexia comes to the line. It's going to be a snap back to Sunday as we're going to have Greer in motion. It's a handoff to Greer. He's going to make it around the right side, and he makes one man miss, and he's going to be upended at about an 8-yard gain. And that's nice to see some positive yards on first down.
So that brings us what, up to that's second and
2 for the Black Cats as Greer limps off. Looks like he took a helmet to the shin. As the Black Cats look over at the coaches to get the play. Signal the play in. Sunday gets a running back where he needs to be.
Got 5 minutes left on the clock, fourth quarter.
Man comes in motion, snap back, and it's going to be a misdirection, and Mexia, nice run as he going to gain about 1.5 yards on it.
Bring up a third and.
They're going to give him a first down.
First down and 10.
As the Black Cats look over and get the play, that's the first down of the second half for the Black Cats. As they're lining up, he's calling out the play. He's getting everybody on the same side. Snaps back. He's going to take a step. He's going to throw it out to the right. It's a catch by number 3, Matthews, and he's going to have a gain of about 11 yards. Another Black Cat first down. as we start to move the chains. We're going to be 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. That was a completion from Sunday to Matthews for a gain of 11 yards. We'll see if we can't get something going to build momentum for next week, Freddie. As next week we'll have Cold Spring coming to town.
Yeah, that's what the homecoming is when.
No, homecoming is against Madisonville.
Okay.
So
We got to make that long.
Matthews comes in motion, and it's another misdirection. Tackled at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be quite a bit of a drive.
Well, this week we'll be calling a JV game from home.
Yeah.
And we'll be down there for the Blackcat game on Friday night.
What was that, 2nd and 10?
Be a 2nd and 10 for the Blackcats.
4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
We got 4 minutes left in the game. As Mexia comes to the line with a 2nd and 10, moves the running back over to the left side. Sunday's waiting for the snap. Snap back. He's going to hand off to the running back up the middle. He's going to break one, and that's a good 9-yard gain. And again, we fumble. Are they going to call him down on? They're going to call him down. So that's a pickup of 8 by number 5, and that puts the Blackcats at 3rd and 2. As the Blackcats line up, 3rd and 2. With 3 minutes and 26 seconds left. There hadn't been too many 3rd and shorts on for us tonight. As Mexia snaps the ball back, and they're going to hand off to number 5 around the right end. Let's see if he's going to be able to bull himself to the first down. It looks like he's going to get it with the last surge, and that should bring up a 1st and 10 for the Blackcats on the 40-yard line. They're going to call this 4th down. They're not going to give him that first down.
Oh, what do they call it? 4th and?
It's going to be 4th and 1, and he was tackled past the 40 on that. There was no doubt about that. But that brings the Blackcats back to a 4th and 1 on Malakoff 41. Let's see what the Blackcats got in store here for a 4th and 1. Motion to the left, snap back. Freddie Greer's he's going to cut up the field. He breaks out to the left, and he's going to have a gain of about 15 yards down to about the 26-yard line of the Tigers. That was another big burst by Greer. We've been missing that all night.
Yeah. What did he bring down, 1st and 10?
1st and 10 Blackcats.
Ball rests on the 26-yard line.
The Blackcats are marching with 1:55 left, seeing if they can't get back in the end zone before the end of the game to maybe have some momentum moving forward. Snap back, hand off to Greer. He cuts up the middle, and looks like he's going to have a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards for the Blackcats.
Bring up 2nd and. Is that 2nd and 7?
Yes, 2nd and 7 or a long 7, 8, and we got a Blackcat down once again. Looks like we might have one cramping. As everybody takes a knee, as Freddie gets off the field, Greer's running to the sideline, being replaced by number 10. Let's see what we got going here. This Blackcats got a drive cooking. Got 2nd and 7.
You got to stay hydrated.
Got to. Cramping. By this time of the year, you should be through cramping. It's going to be a handoff to the same play again. We're going to break up the middle for another 2 yards. if Andrew would ever keep it on that,
Yeah.
he would run around the left end all by himself. He keeps handing off. They know he's handing off. If he'll keep it, he can go down the left side of the field wide by himself. I don't know if that's a one of those RPOs or if it's just you hand off and go around the end. Don't worry about depending on what the defensive end is doing, because there's been no defensive end on any of those plays. And it's a drop back by Sunday. He throws down the middle, and he's picked off by number 23. He never saw him. He had a man there, Matthews, but he never saw that safety in the middle of the field.
We got 19 seconds left.
Damian Ryan on the interception for the Tigers. 19 seconds on the clock. First and 10 Tigers.
It has been hot in this booth tonight,
Yeah,
Freddie.
it's hot. I'm still sweating. So go home and prep for tomorrow night's game.
As tomorrow night, we'll be at Blackcat Field bringing you varsity football between the Mexia Blackcats and the Malakoff Tigers. Malakoff has been tough this year. They have put the points up on the board. They've had basketball scorers on their side.
Yeah, that's after last week game. What was that, 77? Was that 7?
Yeah, and the week before they beat Tig 40-14. So we'll come back. We got one play left, it looks like, and this game will be over. And y'all will hear back from us tomorrow night at Blackcat Field. And I just want to thank our sponsors one more time for being able to bring this to us this year, and that's Joe Fridays, Napa Auto Parts, Career Time Media, Joe Fridays, Jeremy Sunday with Woodman Life, and Roderick Greer with Greer Mobile. Thank you again, and we'll be back at Blackcat Field tomorrow night to bring the varsity football game to you.